Hey everyone, Thornton here, and it's been a while since we've actually talked about Palworld, and it looks like they're finally bringing some new content into the game. I know there's been a lot going on with the finals and Helldivers too, but it's always fun to jump into this and see what they are going to be doing in the future and how it might impact other video game franchises that are in a similar vein. But without further ado, let's talk about what Palworld has coming next. It's undeniable that Palworld's explosive debut in January 2024 had the gaming world buzzing, myself included. The Pokemon with guns concept was undeniably intriguing, and it attracted a huge and massive player base. However, as with many early access titles, the initial spark has dwindled. It has lost, I think, something like 73% of its player base. However, the question is, can the upcoming arena mode that was just teased in a trailer and the roadmap's additional features reignite Palworld's embers, or are we witnessing a familiar concept masquerading as a fresh experience? Now, the centerpiece of this upcoming content is the arena mode. From the limited glimpses provided, it appears to be a blatant homage to Pokemon's player versus player battles, which have always been a staple of the franchise. Trainers, armed to the teeth, duke it out alongside their captured pals in a chaotic third-person shooter experience. This is a stark departure from the turn-based strategy of Pokemon and a little bit less strategic, although maybe they will add some things to make it so. This will potentially, though, appeal to those who crave a more action-oriented monster battling experience. However, there are always going to be those comparisons, and they are undeniable. The core concept, training your strongest creatures to dominate the other smaller, weaker creatures, feels a little derivative, if I'm going to be honest. Whether this is a clever tribute or a lack of originality remains to be seen. There's been a lot of back and forth on whether or not Palworld directly copied Pokemon. I mean, at the end of the day, there's just a lot of mod franchises, so I think at this point you just gotta kind of let it go. However, the success of the arena mode will hinge on its ability to carve out its own niche with this established formula. Does it offer innovative mechanics or strategic depth beyond just simply shooting first? And if that is the case, where it is just shooting first, then I don't really see this making a huge dent in the player base. Thankfully though, the roadmap does extend beyond mere arena battles. There are new islands promising a wealth of undiscovered pals, which are really exciting. I hope we actually get to see that Mewtwo one that was teased and data mined a while ago, each with unique abilities and appearances. This expands beyond the strategic possibility and injects fresh life into the core gameplay loop of capturing, training, and utilizing your pal squad. I realize that Palworlds is not a live service game, but they will have to do constant updates if they do not release a sequel, so it is a kind of hybrid live service adventure. Furthermore, there are talks about the new raid bosses representing a significant endgame challenge. One was actually teased the other week with a giant goth pal, and these colossal creatures will require coordinated teamwork and cunning strategies to conquer. This cooperative aspect actually fosters a sense of community and provides a satisfying goal for veteran players. I think one of the strongest things that this game has going for it over, say, something like Pokemon, is that you can run around co-op and take on these raid bosses together. It's a really fun system that Pokemon might want to start implementing on a larger scale to match this. Open world Pokemon game with your friends sounds really fun. There's also the ability to trade pals in the future, with other hints at an online ecosystem. You can meticulously breed the perfect pal, then use it to barter with fellow players, potentially sparking a robust online marketplace. The social interaction can significantly enhance the game's longevity, which is absolutely key. And the roadmap doesn't stop there. Eventually, they plan on adding in crossplay, a feature desperately desired by the community, and it's a potential future addition. You could battle trainers across platforms, creating a truly unified Palworld experience, very similar to what Helldivers does. However, amidst the optimism, shadows lurk. There are issues with server stability, which has been a persistent issue in this game, and the high server costs raise questions about Palworld's long-term sustainability. Thankfully, developers have actually assured fans of continued server support, which is going to be key. In conclusion, Palworld has a potentially very bright future, and I do hope a lot of these additions do actually end up coming to the game. I've seen a lot of early access titles promise things in a roadmap, but then not be able to deliver. One thing that the finals, a first-person shooter that's really good that I cover on this channel a lot, did was actually not give us a roadmap because they did not want to over-promise and under-deliver. And Palworld has over-promised, but it could actually end up just being a straight-up promise. The arena mode is not actually coming in the summer as they originally said. It's now coming much later, so a lot still has yet to be seen, but I am hopeful for the future of this franchise because I do think that the developers behind it have good intentions and really want to give us the best product possible. Comment down below, is this kind of content enough to get you back into Palworld, or are you kind of just done with the game and you've moved on to other things, which is completely and totally reasonable. Also, don't forget to check out my other videos here about Helldivers and finals if you're interested in those other video games, and until next time everyone, thanks for stopping by. I'll see you in the next video.